This is Fox 40. We're in front of Gregor's house right now. We're finna interview the people. Let's go.
Hey, you kinda need some lotion, Chief. Hey, sup, fuckers?
Mr. Samsa, how did you feel about Greg when he died?
I felt I was sad about it because that was my son, but I was just getting tired of it. Tired of seeing a 6-foot beetle on my house, and I'm not saying I'm glad that he died, but it happened. Fuck that.
As the maid, how did you feel about Gregor when he died?
I felt some type of way about it. I didn't like Gregor was a cool dude. You know, I've been working for the Samsa family for a long time, and I was very close to all of them. And when I heard about him being a beetle, I didn't believe it. When I walked in there, I don't know, I didn't know what I seen, but when I walked into his room and seen him on the floor, I didn't think nothing of it. Went to tell the Sampson family, and they told us that he was gone. See, nigga.
The Lodgers, how did you guys feel about Gregor when he died?
That's a tough question. I'll let you go first.
Honestly, I didn't even know the guy. I just knew the dude was a beetle. Did feel uncomfortable being in the house around him. So I was pretty mutual about it when he died.
Yeah, same. I didn't really know him that much, but us being there and staying at their house, it kind of made me uncomfortable. Yeah, same as what he said. I didn't really know him that much, but as us staying there and all that, it kind of made me feel uncomfortable, but it's whatever. But it's sad to hear about this stuff, and that I don't know how it turned into a beat. I don't know like how that happens, but it's crazy stuff that happens.
Yeah.
Mr. Samsa,
Yes.
how did you feel when you found out Gregor passed away?
Honestly, it hurt my heart that I had to see my son passed away. Seeing him there. Even though I was terrified of him the first time I seen him, I still love him because he was my son. He's just a monster.
Mr. Samsa,
Yes.
how did you feel when you found out Gregor passed away?
Honestly, it hurt my heart that I had to see my son passed away. Seeing him there. Even though I was terrified of him the first time I seen him, I still love him because he was my son. He's just a monster.
Okay. Mr. Chief,
Yes.
how did you feel when Gregor died?
Honestly, felt so disappointed because Gregor was one of my main components in his job. Did a really good job at it, sustaining his family, the income. And when I found out, that was just horrible, and basically didn't feel right. As Gregor's sister, how did you feel about him passing?
Honestly, like, Mr. Samson,
Yes.
what was the emotions going through your head when Gregor first became a beetle?
My emotions, I can't even really explain that, like how I was feeling at that time, but it was like, it's kind of like what's the word? I don't know, I can't really explain that, but my emotions at that time, I can tell you, they weren't very good things, weren't I don't know, man. That's a tough question, really. But my emotions, I can tell you, my emotions at that time, they weren't good emotions.
Mr. Samsa,
Yes.
do you miss when your son was human?
Yes, I do. Miss him a lot. Wish I could have him back.
Do you need a moment?
Huh?
Do you need a moment?
Nah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I just gotta get this over with. It's a hard question, man. I'm sorry. But yes, I do miss him. Wish I can have him back. He was a hardworking man. He was a good boy.
Mr. Samsa,
Yes.
do you miss when your son was human?
Yes, I do. Miss him a lot. Wish I can have him back.
Do you need a moment?
Huh?
Do you need a moment?
Nah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I just gotta get this over with. It's a hard question, man. I'm sorry. But yes, I do miss him. Wish I can have him back. He was a hardworking man. He was a good boy.
Mr. Samsa,
Yes,
does you not being able to communicate with Gregor frustrate you?
it did. It did a lot, cause who can communicate or try to talk to a beetle? Just listen to that. How does that sound? Makes no sense. Yeah, man. Next question.
The maid,
Yes.
did you ever get used to Gregor being a beetle?
Um, when I used to clean around the house, I never got used to seeing a 6 foot beetle. It was big.
Maid,
Yes.
how was your activities around the house when Gregor was a beetle?
Sir, see, I just like help around and clean and all that, but see, just being there and being with the Samson family, it everything changed really, cause everybody would act different, and then Gregor, I don't know, it was just a big change at the house. Yeah.
Maid, what was the emotions going through your head when Gregor became a beetle?
Um, my emotions when I walked in the door, and I screamed. I screamed.
Maid, what was the emotions going through your head when Gregor became a beetle?
Um, my emotions when I walked in the door, and I screamed. I screamed.
Hey, put your wig back on.
Maid, do you miss when Gregor was human?
Yes, I do miss it. I do miss it a lot. I love Greg. I love him. He was a great man. He was just he was very loving. I loved him, man. I just want him back. No.
Maid, does not being able to communicate with Gregor frustrate you?
What is that? What are you eating?
It's not good.
No. Alright. Say the question again, please.
Does not being able to communicate with Gregor frustrate you?
To a certain point, yes, because I would like clean around the house, and I would try to like tell him something, and he wouldn't respond. Man. It's just weird, man. It's kind of like messed me up in the head a little bit, man. I don't know. It's not that good.
Okay, Mr. Sunsun.
My bad.
Did you ever get used to Gregor being a beetle?
No, I never got used to that. Seeing this big old black cockroach running at me and stuff, like, it scared me. Like, I opened the door and I seen this dude and I just fainted.
Go.
Mr. Simpson,
Huh?
how was your activities around the house
My activities. Well,
when Gregor was a beetle?
around the house, cleaning and cooking changed very drastically. Yeah, it was so out of place that all the things that usually happen around the house changed, like such as him coming around to help, even though he was barely around, but still helped.
Mrs. Samson,
Yes.
do you miss when your son was a human?
Yes, I miss it every day. I always think about how that's my son.
Are you okay, man?
You need to take a breather.
Are you okay? You want us to stop the broadcast?
Okay, Mrs. Samson,
Yes.
does you not being able to communicate with Gregor frustrate you?
Honestly, it did frustrate me. I always thought I could speak to my son, but couldn't even do that. And I always wanted to just speak to him one last time, but it did end up passing, so I never got the opportunity to.
Alright, Greek, you ready? How did you feel when Gregor died?
I felt very appalled. He was a great brother. It affected me. These were his favorite shoes. He really loved these. He did everything in these shoes.
Is that a butt cheek? Is that a butt cheek?
Yeah, they were fake, but I never told him nothing. Because it was my brother, I loved him. But yeah, these were his favorite shoes.
Alright. Greek, did you ever get used to Gregor being a beetle?
Not really. When he turned into a beetle, it was like really weird, like our connection. You know.
Do y'all want
Hey, cut! Alright, Greek. What was your activities around the house when Gregor was a beetle?
Come on, cut.
What was the emotions going through your head when Greg first became a bug?
I was scared. He was really big, and it was crazy how Greg turned into a beetle. I didn't really expect it.
Are they playing a game?
Come on, man.
This dude shooting dice.
Bro, what? I'm shooting for these. I'm trying to get
Bro.
this.
You ain't finna hit though.
What's that? Give me up.
Okay.
What was the emotions going through your head when Greg first became a bug?
I was scared. He was really big, and it was crazy how Greg turned into a beetle. I didn't really expect it.
Are they playing a game?
Come on, man.
This dude shooting dice.
Bro, what? I'm shooting for these. I'm trying to get
Bro.
this.
You ain't finna hit though.
What's that? Give me up.
Okay.
Greek. Do you miss when Gregor was a human?
Yes, I miss my brother when he was young because we used to do a lot of things together. When he turned into a beetle, it was like we weren't brother and sister anymore. It was weird.
Stop it. Greek. Is not being able to communicate with Gregor frustrate you?
Yes, it frustrates me sometimes because I wish I can talk to him. I miss talking to my brother every day. I wish he wasn't dead. Shit.